What's the secret to the perfect advisor tech stack? I'm joined today by John Mackowiak from Advyzon to discuss just that. John, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
So John, so much talk these days about integration, tech stack. Tell me a little bit about when you think about the advisor tech stack, what is essential as they put that together?
Well, Matt, I've been doing this for about 20 years now, and I think over my time doing this, working directly with advisors as well as helping build Advyzon, advisors have always wanted less technology, but the real key has been, are the capabilities there? And for many, many years, they just haven't, so things kind of evolved to this disparate tech stack that many firms have in place today, but when we launched Advyzon, we were quite confident that we'd be able to solve that problem through building everything ourselves. So it's been an evolution.
That's so interesting because you guys have done something which is different than other folks in the industry, which is really build a lot of the technology in-house. What's the power of having it all kind of assembled in-house rather than what some other players have done, which is kind of buy and grab and hold?
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought we were nuts to try this when we did, because that was a little over 8 years ago now. We launched Advyzon, and if you recall back then, integration, vendor-to-vendor integration was still kind of in its infancy, and that's evolved. And I think you can only take that so far, which is really why we built Advyzon, because you inherently have limitations with even something simple that everybody can understand, 2 different user interfaces. When we look at Advyzon and the integrated nature of everything, if I pull up a client record, for example, I have CRM information right next to what would traditionally live in a reporting system. So if that client calls their advisor just out of the blue, whoever picks up the phone can immediately get up to speed on recent client communication, anybody at the firm, which would normally be in a standalone CRM system. But if an advisor picks up the phone and can have that conversation, the information's right there. They don't have to stop and go run a report or call you back or anything. Same goes for Client Portal. Client Portal being built by Advyzon, there's a preview button right in our system from that client dashboard, especially over the last few weeks with the market going a little bit crazy here. Phones have been ringing.
Right.
And for the advisor to just hit a preview button, see exactly what their client is looking at and talk them through things, it's such a huge advantage for our clients to have everything in one place.
Well, the tech stack in general is such a conundrum for a lot of advisors when you sit there and you list all those needs. So some folks, they ask, should I be having it an all-in-one solution, or is it better to kind of have a customized tech stack that can be built from a lot of disparate parts?
Yeah, I'm certainly biased in my opinion of it, but if I put myself in the shoes of an advisor, and firms of all sizes really, the advantage does definitely trend towards an all-in-one solution. Or a more comprehensive platform. I don't like to say all-in-one because even just looking around the exhibit hall, there's some cool new technologies that an all-in-one wouldn't really encompass. So I like to say a comprehensive platform.
Yeah.
The advantage is really that everything's right there for you. You're not jumping around between systems if you know how to use all of them. But think if you're a new advisor coming into an existing firm. Now you have to go learn 5 pieces of technology you've never used. It doesn't work. Right. Or it's inefficient to say the least. So coming in here, learn Advyzon, big advantage, but anytime we want to build something, we can add it for our users, and they'll be able to adopt it, and it'll be intuitive for them because the user interface is the same or similar. They kind of know where to click around, and certainly have to learn what feature does what, but how to use it, it's almost second nature once you've been using the system for a little while. So I think where we've been is not where we're going to be. In 5 years, we're going to see a lot more of these more comprehensive platforms. And I think we're pretty well positioned to be competitive in that space.
You hit the nail on the head. Advisors want something intuitive, something that makes them both effective and efficient.
Correct.
I think it's, John, amazing. Thanks for some great insights. Thanks for chatting with us today.
Of course. Thanks for having me, Matt.
For Advisorpedia, I'm Matt Ackerman.